I'll see you in a couple days.
And I had this idea for a series, documentary series. I was going to call it 3:45. And it's about the stories of people who are up at 3:45 in the morning. But I was reminding myself that idea this morning when I got up at 3:45 to catch my 6 a.m. flight. I'm really not a morning person, as you can probably tell by now.
Today I find myself arriving in New Jersey, my 28th state this year. In the next 36 hours, I'll be exploring small towns like Frenchtown and Lambertville, while driving fog-covered back roads I wasn't expecting. For a photographer, fog changes everything. It's hard to predict moments like these. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Michael. The year I turned 60, I set off on a new challenge to visit all 50 states in the same year. With a focus on small towns, scenic drives, and the stories in between, I documented each journey as it unfolded. This is one of those stories. We have now arrived in the cute little town of Frenchtown. Love the architecture here. Gosh, this is so cute. Hopefully the rain lets up tonight and I can get some night photos down here.
Turn right onto 2nd Street, then turn right. Turn right. Then the destination is on your left. Arrived.
So weird. Come on. Yeah. Well, why at this point are you doing that?
I mean, it changed. Now you can't get anywhere without these.
Yeah.
So, I'm sure this drive is absolutely spectacular in the early fall, or in the fall. Right now being a weekend in December. This is probably my least favorite time of year, by the way. It's kind of like the death of life. All the leaves on the ground, bare branches. But at the right moment, it can be beautiful. I guess it's all perspective. Tomorrow morning, from what I can tell in the weather, on the weather app, there's supposed to be fog around here. I really hope there's going to be, because I can see some spectacular photography. In fact, I'm going to spend the day kind of, staying on the road, but kind of scouting what might be a good location for some fog images, The hotel that I'm staying at was completely closed. It said it doesn't open until noon, and it looks a little off-season. I don't know if I'm going to be the only person staying there or what, but I had a little cup of coffee and a nice little muffin at a place called the Frenchtown Bakery, I think it was, and I'm just taking a nice leisurely drive down to a town called Stockton. I'm right along the Delaware River. To my right is that river, and then beyond that, other side of that is Pennsylvania, so kind of right on the edge of the state. Again, I had no idea that, well, let's just put it this way. Up until now, I had only seen really congested and dirty parts of New Jersey. And it's kind of refreshing to be out here in the country. Can you imagine this area above with fall color leaves? Like maybe, I don't know, a month ago? Hoping the deer doesn't pop out of nowhere. It is very cool. You know, I just had to stop here because these reflections were very cool. Look at that. It could be wallpaper. So this jacket I have is, it's got an outer protective shell, but doesn't seem to be repelling the rain. It's like absorbing the rain. It's cold. In fact, I think we're right on the edge of this being snow. It would be really nice if it was snow, but it's not. Yeah, this is like, this whole area is kind of like, there's not a lot of people around here, you know? Of course it's raining, why would anybody be at a park? I'm telling you what, if it's going to be foggy tomorrow, which I guess it's supposed to be, the predictions say, and if the only thing I capture here in Jersey is some fog images in the morning, to me it'll be worth it, because I absolutely love a good foggy morning. And I think I picked a pretty good place here for that, if that happens. So just setting up tomorrow, I guess. Haven't checked into my room yet, but again, I'm driving down to, I think, Stockton. Just driving along the river here. Nice scenic ride. Getting soaking wet. I'm driving through a cute little town here. It's also in New Jersey, called Lambertville. There's a place over there called Artist Lofts. There's a few art galleries around here. Should probably stop at an Italian restaurant. Gosh, there's a lot here. This guy's turning. I'll go this way. Oh, look at this. Look at this beautiful church here. Anyway, this is a very, very, very cute little town I want to come back to. Lambertville. Alright, I think my room is probably ready. Gonna head back to Frenchtown in the rain. So pardon the windshield wipers, but it is raining. I just wanted to cross over the bridge. I'm actually in Pennsylvania, so I gotta watch my New Jersey hours. I just wanted to record this. This is like a little spooky little tunnel of trees with the fog. The fog's actually coming in pretty early. I'm just kind of having a relaxed day here in New Jersey. Haven't really done much yet. Checked into the hotel. It's kind of cold. I can't really get it warmed up. I'm in the car now. The heat's cranking. And I'm heading up to a town called Milford, I believe. And just explore some of these little towns along the river. And I think I'm going to try to get a drone flight in, but it is raining, so I don't want to do that. But I want to fly over this fog. And that's it. Enjoy the ride. road less traveled road called River Road. And I keep seeing sections that say 1 lane, little indentations in the rock off to the right where you could pull off. But it had some beautiful fog back there. Yeah, I'm so happy I'm getting some fog images in. And I'm not having to wait till tomorrow morning. Just out exploring, just hitting little towns along the way here. And it's just a great day to be out driving. It's very cool. It's cold actually. And looks like they must have had a storm here recently. There's a lot of dead trees on the railroad tracks. I'm not sure how live the track system is here, but it runs along. What is that? Runs along the river here, and don't have any details, but the fog is killer. By the way, nothing earth-shattering, but I see a few deer. Actually, a bunch of deer. Kind of like 10 of them. Taking pictures from the car there. But God, there's more over there. Anyway, I'm driving along this thing called, in Delaware, along the Delaware River, called River Road, and now I'm on Old River Road. Oh, it's a statue of a cow. And it's really foggy. I mean, it's deliciously, gorgeously foggy. Let me turn on the action cam. I'll switch over to that. And yeah, we were supposed to get some fog in the morning, and I noticed it kind of sneaking in this evening, and I'm out for a drive. Again, I'm on the New Jersey side of the Delaware. Right across the river is Pennsylvania, and it's been raining for the last probably 4 hours. And it's really cool. So now we have this massive layer of fog. I'm like in the clouds. I'm loving it. Been taking a few photos and stopping and really just kind of more than focusing on the photography, just enjoying the drive. You know, I mentioned that I had come up here at one of my least favorite seasons. It's that time between fall and winter when all the leaves are gone, branches are bare, and it's not pretty. I mean, it's not the prettiest time. But it really depends on what the atmosphere is. If there's a lot of fog, like now, the Old Farm Inn. A gorgeous place. Closed though. Most of these, it's really dead here. It's not season, you know. Anyway, I gotta get the drone up here and fly it around a little bit. My point being is find the beauty in everything. You know, it's a little bit rainy out, a little foggy, cold, and lifeless as far as the branches go, but you start looking at the texture and the juxtaposition of the branches against the fog, and the deer. Loving life, loving the drive, and of course, loving the journey. So let it be known that on this trip, I just saw another probably 12 or 15. I'd have to say that I've seen more deer on this trip than I have in any of my states so far. I'm about 27, 28 states in. And I'm in New Jersey. Who knew? I had no idea this area was going to be this pretty. This evening drive was amazing. Along the river, with the fog.
Turn right onto Lee Avenue.
So what you can't tell from this lens on the action cam is just how tight this bridge is. Yeah. And the fog and the night light doesn't really help anything. I was just down by the bridge, and very peculiar effect was happening. Sorry, it's a little cold. As the cars came over the bridge, with all the fog, I was down off to the left side, and their light beams from their headlights were creating these like light beams that were kind of shooting through the bridge pieces, and they look like moving lights. The light show, it's very cool. I shot a couple of clips of that. Like this here is purple, but it's coming out blue. They call it Frenchtown, but I don't know. I guess it does look French. Isn't that cute right there? I gotta take a cell picture of this. Hold on. All right, so a couple things. One, it's cold, like really cold. Number two, it's extremely cold. Hopefully we're gonna have some fog tomorrow. By the looks of tonight, I think we're gonna have it. Let's check this out. So my little view, there's a little vintage sort of a antique shop. Used to be a gas station. And a view of everybody coming down the hill, and then a view of a Citgo gas station. What a cute town, though. Yeah, this is exactly what I was looking for, doing these small towns. Frenchtown was nothing like the image that AI did, but it's got a really good feeling to it, a really cute, small town feeling. Tomorrow I want to go to Lambertville again and do a little bit of exploring, maybe go in a couple art galleries. I want to be in New Jersey until around 5, so I've got to find some more things to do here. So I think I'll explore these towns a little bit more in depth, see some art, and have a nice leisurely lunch, which I normally don't do when I'm traveling. Whew, I gotta warm up. It's cold. All right, I'll see you in the morning.